actually quite nice. And so look what we have here with gold. Rallied up to a nice area of supply on the daily chart. So we're going to take a look at some of the currencies that we've been tracking. We're also going to look at the beautiful drop that we got from supply yesterday on the S&P. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the chat room here on YouTube, and I will attempt to get to them. All right, so let me get my little handy dandy pen. Here we go. And so let's take a look. What do we got here? We got price. We've been watching this area here. Let's see. Oh, it's not working. We've been watching this area of supply here for quite some time, this one. It was holding the price down for a while. It was one of the zones that we were looking at that was keeping price in this range, if you remember. So we had this supply and this demand holding price in this range. Okay, so price rallied up, broke through that supply area, created a new demand. And so at that point, some of you were asking me, do you think that this demand will be used to propel price higher? And at that point, I said, I don't think so. And here's the reason why. When we look at the CFTC data, we can see that longs are quite aggressive. Look at that, okay? 349, 341,000. All-time maximum size for gold was 408,000. So when we reach size that is near maximum, I tend to watch for profit taking on those positions. It's too risky to assume that they're going to continue with buying. So that's what I've been paying attention to. And so buying at that area of demand was going to be very risky. And what do we see? We see that it got broken through. Okay, so here's the thing. So we know that the banks are reaching near maximum size with their long positions, and we know that soon they will want to take profits on those longs. They remove an area of demand, which is the first good sign. They create supply up here. Now, if they're about to start taking profits on long positions, good chance that they would use supply to propel price lower, okay? Good chance. But let's remember, over the last couple weeks, they've been adding to their shorts, okay? Up until July 19, their positions have been very cooled off, meaning the banks have not been focused on shorts in the least. The last couple weeks, they started adding to their shorts, okay? And we have supply here. So keeping that in mind, there's a good chance that they will continue to add to those shorts. And it'll happen from this area up here, okay? So we're watching for signals of that to take place from this area of supply. All right. Hi from Sudan. Hello, my friend. How are you? Nice to have you. Thanks for joining. So I would not be buying gold at all at this time. I would not be. I'm waiting for some kind of a sell-off of long positions first, and then eventually start building back up again, okay? If we look at silver, silver is sold off as well. And the area that I've been watching for is this one here, okay? In this case, you have this significant demand here that was holding price up, okay? And now it's been removed. They're coming in with selling. Prices rallied up into that area of selling. So it's a similar situation as with gold. Similar situation. Demand area is being removed. The banks are coming in with selling. We located where that selling was taking place, and now prices rallied back up into those areas of selling. So short-term momentum on silver and gold from what I'm seeing, is downwards. Okay, short-term momentum is downwards. What do we have with the euro? So we got that downward momentum that we were expecting. The short trade that I laid out for members has been playing out quite nicely. We had a short signal in this area here. Our stops were to be put up here. Target 1 was right here, which got contacted right here. And we have a target 2 a little bit lower. So as you can see, this was a significant area of demand here on the lower time frame charts. Okay, so remember, we're dealing with a 4-hour chart, which means we're dealing with a shorter time frame momentum. Okay, what could happen on the higher time frames is a different thing, but the shorter time frame from what we were examining was giving us indications that momentum was going to be to the downside, which is why we had the short signal. So upon doing the supply and demand analysis on the charts, we were determining where price was likely going to go to should this momentum continue, which was highly probable. And we located one target which got hit. The second target's a little bit lower. And as you see, momentum has been playing out exactly as we have been expecting. Now, we are expecting more downside, and considering the fact that gold is hitting supply, silver is hitting supply, there's a very good chance that we're going to see that momentum continue. And so let me just show you something here. Let's add gold right there to this chart and take a look at how it's been in line with the euro on the shorter time frame. And as you can see here on the top, this is positive correlation, and this is negative correlation. Okay, so as you can see on the top, it was very much positively correlated until just recently. Price hit our first target, and look what's happened with the correlation. It's come a little bit undone. Now, can it realign? Sure, it can. I think this was because if you take a look at, let me just erase this here. There. If you take a look at the 4-hour chart of gold, throughout this area, we were experiencing a rally up. Okay, this was after the dramatic drop that removed an area of demand. So this was a retracement up into supply. That's what was taking place. Now, if we go back to the euro, during this time, we were getting a drop in price because short-term momentum was dictating that price was going to head lower. So this is what has separated gold and euro's correlation, is this situation where gold was taking out demand, retracing up to supply, while the momentum was already to the downside here on the euro. Okay, so do I think that this is going to cross back over like this? Yeah, I think there's a very good chance of that. Okay, gold weakness comes in, silver weakness comes in, and then we see this, come over, and then price turn over at some point. I think that's very high odds. Okay. All right, so that's what I'm going to be watching for. That's what I am expecting. There we go. Okay. Last thing I wanted to look at. Look at that beauty. Okay. Look at that beauty. If you guys have been following us on Twitter or on Instagram, or even on our Telegram, you should be following us on our Telegram. Link is on our website, whiteoakfx.com. What do we have here? I told you that we had a massive area of supply here created by the institutions. Price dropped down. It was down here at the time. I told you, and I had posted on our Telegram and Twitter that short-term momentum was to the upside, if you guys remember correctly. I said short-term momentum is to the upside, but the bigger, longer-lasting bias is to the downside. Okay? And look what we have here. Look at what price did. It's exactly what I laid out for you. Price rallied up to where? Exactly the supply area, and now it is dropping from supply. So if you have been questioning to yourself whether or not this supply and demand thing is legitimate, whether it actually works, whether it's how the markets are actually moving, I don't think there's any bigger proof than that. How would I know that the market was going to move up to exactly that supply and then drop? Well, because institutional supply and demand is what dictates the market moves, okay? There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. That's how the market moves. It's institutional supply and demand. All right? That is it. I will leave you with that. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope this was helpful. And you take care of yourself. And we'll see you again back at it next week. So hopefully you guys weren't caught on the wrong side of the markets this week with the insight that we've given you. But if you want more insight, please come to our website. We have a wonderful website, www.whatfx.com. Our membership list keeps on growing. Our student body keeps on growing. We're teaching people from all over the world. It's great. What we're doing at the school is great. Everybody's learning, participating, handing in homework. If you want to sign up for our email newsletter, you can do that down here on the bottom of our website and get insights and analysis and information about what we're doing here at the school, what separates us from the rest of everybody else, and why people are ranting and raving about what we have to offer here. All right, guys, that's it for me. You have yourself a good one, and we will talk to you later. Take care, everybody.